Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Zizi. I'm Zizi. Today I would like to speak about a topic that really is constantly on my mind because I'm torn between two situations. I'm talking about labeling. Labeling, we do it all the time, we use it and we're not even aware we're doing it when we label people just to place them somewhere, like a doctor, a friend, a sister, a brother. All these are labels, words that describe a person and places them in a certain category. But when we come to labeling persons with disabilities, that is the rub. It has some advantages, and I feel sorry because we all try to label the child or the adult so that they can get funding, so that they can get into research projects, so that they can have some litigation, or they can have whatever is needed from the society. But then and of course the special education classes and specialized developments in education are due to some of that labeling. However, when it comes to dealing with a person, a child, that's not telling us the whole story about the child or the adult. It's only taking and talking about the weakness that we see. It doesn't and that encourages that we concentrate on the weakness and the failures rather than what is the strength of that person, what are the areas that we can work with, what are the talents, what are the gifts. So the whole structure, even of the education, then becomes stressing the weakness rather than the strength, than building any kind of, and it makes the parents dying to get a label, to get funding, and to get all these things. And then at the same time, as soon as the label is put or is not put, they're in desperate need to know what the label is, because as soon as they have it, then starts the blame. I'm responsible. The mother says she's responsible, or the husband says that you're responsible, it's your family, it's your genes, and it goes on and starts the whole cycle of blame and guilt and hardship and heart trouble as far as heart pain. So I wonder if we can, sort of with a sort of a bad feeling, still go on with the labeling to get funding, research, litigation, and special education, and try at home not to be desperately in need of a label, in need of putting it in our homes so that we are only looking at the difficulties of that child. I know, for instance, when I was practicing at the time, I never used the label, never, because I didn't believe I was really seeing the person as a whole. Even if they were diagnosed as developmentally disabled, I would rather say what they're good at and what they're not good at and what we need to work on. And I'm sure parents feel the same way. The label is a two-edged sword. It's helpful in funding and the other stuff, but very detrimental, especially if we pay too much attention to it. So I wonder, do parents feel the need, even at home, to use that label and to think about it? Or can they discard the whole idea of labeling and just leave it for those who are really concerned about the label, because it doesn't really tell you who your daughter or your son are. It just tells you where they're weak and where they need help, but you can give them help and by encouraging other things. So I don't know. I just feel it's sort of a troubling issue. And I'm sure, if you really thought about this question, is a label necessary inside our home, inside our hearts, inside our way of treating our children? Or can we discard that and look at them as a whole person, as a loving diamond that we have been blessed to have? Well, I hope you feel that way about labeling, and let's think about it and ponder that question. Have a wonderful day and enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much. Have a good day.